Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm not even sure how this video is going to go because I've been sitting here trying to figure out what to say and how to say it, but it's just going to roll. So within the last week, I guess, what's today? Yeah, because last Monday I went to watch the movie Avatar, the second one, because I absolutely love the first one. And I watched the second one. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it because it's an amazing movie. I will tell you, if you're an empath or someone that really is connected to animals and all that kind of stuff, you're gonna need to ground yourself because there's a lot that goes on in this movie. It was hard for me to sit through. I kept having to breathe through it and reground myself and all those kinds of things. However, it was an amazing movie, and there are so many tidbits of information in that movie for the people that are awake. It's like they're putting this out there. I mean, it's crazy. For people that are not awake, it's kind of like it's the mind mess with the mind stuff that they've done to us for years, except now it's the good side doing it. So when the truth comes out and all this stuff comes out and things start happening, it's going to be there. It's going to be in your subconscious because you're going to have seen it. You might not have understood it at the time when you saw it, but for those of us that are awake, it was like, whoa, it was in your face. So anyway, however, this video is not about the Avatar movie, but the new Avatar movie. If you saw the first one, they were land people. Well, in the second one, it's water people, and they were talking a lot about water and learning to breathe and going with the flow and all of those kinds of things, which are all things that if you meditate, if you probably if you're following me, you understand about breathing and centering yourself and relaxing and things like that. So, but the water and going with the flow, cannot tell you how many times I've heard that this week. How many different places I've heard that this week. People I follow, people I talk to. A friend of mine, I was talking to her the other day, and I mean, she even had a dream about it. And, it's crazy. But if you want to get through life, that's what you have to do, is go with the flow. That doesn't mean you allow people to walk on you, not at all. But to get ahead, to get through this life, we've been brainwashed for so long that you have to work hard. Basically you got to jump in that boat and start paddling upstream against the current if you want to achieve anything. And that is so far from the truth. Because if you look at people, most of them and this is not a knock, I used to be there, but people that work so hard to achieve, something, and they're going against what their true calling is or their true soul path or whatever, they're never happy. And they never really have anything. They might have something, but it's tied to a lot of debt. So then you've got the stress of the debt. And I just, in fact, I listened to Esther Hicks the other day. And again, go with the flow, the water. That's what she was talking about. But as a society, we think, oh, well, you're just going to jump in the boat and float downstream and just let the water take you and you're not going to do anything? Yeah. Well, you're lazy. No, that's not being lazy. It's going with the flow. And I thought about it the other day, and it's, as a kid, people ask you what you want to be when you grow up. And kids have these amazing ideas that, they want to be, a fireman or a policeman, or, they want to fly to the moon or whatever. Where did it ever become okay to tell a kid, you can't do that? Why not? It's in their soul for a reason. It's in their little head for a reason. It came from somewhere. You can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. Thank God I was told that my whole life. Thank God my parents instilled that in me. And I live by that today because I know I can do anything I put my mind to. I have. Anything I really truly set my mind to do, I accomplish it. It's just because you are the creator of your experience. And I sit here and I look at what I've got, and this is not a bragging. This is manifesting and the law of attraction. And I can tell you it works. Because everything I have is what I manifested my life to be. Is it is it perfect? No, but it will never be perfect because it's always growing. I'm always growing, And somebody said something to me because of my theta healing and how, it works and all that kind of stuff. And they read my website and they said something about healing relationships and finding your soul partner and all this kind of stuff. And they said, oh, well, yeah, but she's still single, so obviously it doesn't work. What? Really? It is not just, everything doesn't happen in Pam's time. Everything's not going to happen in your time. I wasn't, for what God's got for me, who God's got for me, I was not ready. Vibrationally, trust me, I've had what I was at that point vibrationally equal with, not even remotely close to what I want. Not even close. And I know that, I see that. But you get what you attract into your life. And I have grown so much beyond that point. My guy might have shown up, but I wasn't where I am now. So he might have walked right on past me. I don't know. But it's a co-creation. It's not just about me. He might not be ready. I don't know. But I know he's there. I feel it in my soul. Whatever you want. And that's not there are things that the house that I have, where I have it, I'm here because that's where God that's where God put me. I did not even know Appomattox existed when I was looking for a house. I just knew I wanted a house with a view of the mountains. Guess what? I got it. Did I get it when I wanted it? No. It wasn't time. but now I have it. But now there are things that I want beyond that because I'm growing. And there are other things that I want. I mean, yes, I still want a house with a view of the mountains. But it's just to think over my life. And again, this is not bragging. This is simply to tell you this shit works if you let it work. I don't fight anything anymore. I go with the flow. You know, I just read something on Facebook, and it was, what did it say? Something about walking alone, because most people that you start walking with can't keep up. And that is, that's me. And I was talking to somebody at lunch today, and she said 2023 is going to be incredible. And she said, I'm moving forward. I'm not focusing on the past. And you're either coming with me or you're not. And it's as simple as that. And that's where I am. I'm on a mission. You're either going to keep up with me, you're either going to go with me, or you're not. You're not going to slow me down. I won't allow it. You know, if somebody wants to tell me I'm crazy, that's on you. If you're trying to impede my process, I'm going to walk right over top of you or float right over top of you or whatever, because I'm on a mission and it's huge. And I look at the last year and a half of my life. Most people, even spiritual people that I know, think I'm crazy. They wouldn't have done what I did. But I'm following my heart. I'm following my guidance. And I know God's got me. It's all part of manifesting what I want. I mean, no, most people can't handle, and again, I don't mean this bragging, but it's who I am. Most people can't handle what I do and how I am. And that's okay. Not everybody is meant to be on this path. You are on your path. You have to handle your path. And that's all you have to handle. But handle it. That's the other part of it, is so many people, a lot of you guys are get it, I know. But so many people right now don't even want to handle their path. They're too busy living in denial. That word is huge. When you live in denial of anything, you are cutting yourself so short. So short. Whether you are in denial of the truth that's coming out, the denial of the fact that you are the creator of your own existence and your own situation, and you always have been. You're in denial that there's a bigger purpose for everything. You're in denial that somebody might know something that you don't know. And you've been lied to. We've all been lied to our whole lives. You know, I mean, denial is huge. And there are a lot of people that don't want to admit to that because of their ego. They let their ego get in the way. I don't let my ego get in the way anymore. I control my ego. My ego doesn't control me anymore. but it's taken a lot of work. I've done a lot of shadow work. And I still do shadow work. When things come up, I thought about something the other day and I was like, why? And trust me, I went there. I was like, why? Is it something that I need to learn from this? Or is it a situation where they need to learn from it? And they were just put in my path because I was here to teach them, but they chose not to listen. So it's their lesson to learn, not mine. So, like I said, it's what's 2023, you're going to have to learn to go with the flow. And like the person I was talking to today at lunch, it's going to be hard, really freaking hard on the people that are still asleep and don't get it. And they refuse to see it or they're oblivious to it. And that's not a judgment. It just is. And when this stuff starts coming out, it's going to be extremely painful for them. Extremely. And all we can do is watch and be there for them and help them through it. But there's going to be some people that are still, it doesn't matter whether it's in their face, they're still going to buck the system. They're still going to fight that current and tell you you're wrong. That would have never happened. It didn't happen like that. But that's their path. You are responsible for you. You are responsible for getting you through this. Again, it's going to be tough on all of us. There was a part in the movie, back to the Avatar, and it was like a message to me because the children had been captured and they were on a boat in the water, and there was a part where the boat was being torn apart by a whale type animal, which it was a good thing. It was a very good thing. But the bad guys were being thrown everywhere and killed, and the boat was being destroyed and all of that kind of stuff, which needed to happen because they were the bad guys. But the kids made it through it. That's us. We're going to make it through it. We're still going to live through the turbulence. We're still going to live through the chaos. But it's not going to impact us the way it's going to impact the people that are bad and have been doing the bad things out of greed and all of those things. Or the people that refuse to wake up. And I'm just going to say this. I'm sick of hearing people say, oh, well, but somebody's going to die or somebody died. Or I'm not knocking your pain if a family member has died. I've had people die myself. I get it. But this is not a phenomenon that just started happening. People have gotten so, and thank you to the last 2.5 years, they have instilled such a fear in you for dying that it's like that this is a new thing. It's not a new thing. People die every day. They always have. Don't be afraid of dying. It's not a new process. There will be people, yes, that die in this process. I may be one of them. I don't know. I don't know when my last day is. You don't know when your last day is. Just enjoy life. Don't live in fear that, oh my God, I'm going to die. It's going to kill me, or I'm going to die, or whatever. Don't. That's what they want you to do. Because you know what happens? I don't know if you know people that have willed themselves to die, but you can do that. That is how powerful your mind is. If you go into a fear of, I'm going to die, or this is going to kill me, guess what? It probably will. So go into it strong. Go into it with your strength. Find your inner strength. Find your inner peace. Somebody told me at lunch today, they're like, I see your videos and your stuff on Facebook, and nobody can be that happy all the time. Is what you do legal? I said, yes, it's very legal. But I am that happy. It is rare that I get upset anymore. I had somebody send me a text message today that it was completely inappropriate and completely disrespectful for everything that I feel and I think. But that's how this person is. They don't care. And yeah, I don't want to say it pissed me off. It didn't set well with me because it was completely inappropriate. All I do is, it's energy. I let it flow through me. And that's what I tell myself. It's like, you know what? It's energy. It's their negative energy that they're sending to me. I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm not going to let it impact me. And I just let it flow through me. And I go about my business. I go about my day. I go about being happy. That's my choice. And something else happened. Oh, somebody else sent me a text today. I'm like, God, can you stop being so freaking negative? But that's the way they are. That's why they're not in my life anymore. Because, it's like, really? It is just the situation. Why do you have to pull out all the negative stuff in this one situation? If you'd stop looking at all the negatives, it really wouldn't be that bad. But again, it's their negative energy, and I just let it flow through me, and I go about my day. And it's okay. If they want to live in that worry and I will tell you, some of you have seen it, I'm sure. I have no doubt. But if you haven't, brace yourself, because even those of us that are so grounded and of the light, you're still going to be rocked, or they're going to try to rock you. They're going to attack you somehow, some way. Just know, if it hadn't hit you yet, know it's coming. You're not going to get through this. It's not going to be a walk in the park. The dark side is not going to go down without a fight. And they're attacking the light workers hard, because they know we are the front runners for what's coming. And if they can take us out, they stand a chance of winning. So don't be rocked. Don't be swayed. Don't let them win. If somebody knocks you, if you've got a YouTube or whatever, because a lot of truthers are being attacked. Don't let it rock you. Just because if you're being attacked, it's because you're speaking the truth, usually. And the dark side doesn't want to hear it. They don't want anybody else to hear it. So stand firm, stay grounded, go with the flow. Just be the water and just flow. You're gonna hit rocks. You're gonna hit boulders. But just flow around it. You know, if you're fighting it, it's gonna hurt more. And prepare yourself. You know, you don't get in a boat and just take off without some preparation. But like I said, stop paddling upstream. Life is not supposed to be hard. And anybody that tells you it is lying, because they have been brainwashed to think life is supposed to be hard. You're supposed to work hard. And anybody that doesn't work hard and stress and worry and all that kind of stuff is lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm not lazy. I have a hell of a work ethic. But in my life, again, I am so happy. I cannot tell you. And it's not about money. If you saw my bank account, you'd understand that. But it's not about that. And I don't worry about that, because I know if you guys had half a clue of my last year and a half, you'd be telling me I'm crazy too. But that's okay. It has been the most amazing ride, but right now it is testing my discernment and my faith. And I won't be rocked. I won't be swayed. I'm not going to bail ship, because I know God's got me. So I tell you, I live what I say. I'm not telling you, oh, just don't worry about it. It'll be all right. And I'm out here doing something different. No. I live what I say. I speak from experience. I speak as an example. The saying, all things are possible through God, or with God, or Christ who strengthens me. Telling you, it's true. So, like I said, go with the flow. Stop fighting the water. Because if it hadn't worn your ass out yet, it's going to. And it's going to beat you up. And it is beating you up. Most people I know that are struggling and fighting are tired as crap constantly. Why? Haven't you gotten it yet? You know? And the people that tell you you're supposed to work hard and you're wrong for doing what you're doing, look at their life. Are they where you want to be? Is their life what you want your life to be like? If it is, go for it. But if they're telling you you're wrong and they're telling you you need to do it their way and they're not where you want to be, why do you want to follow them? Why do you want to listen to them? Why do you care what they say? Think about it. And I'm not knocking anybody. I'm not. This has been a process for me, but this is where I am. I fought to get here, but it's, like I said, I'm on a mission. You're either with me or you're not. I'm going to help you. If you want to get to this place or better, I'll help you get there. I'm not going to do it for you. I can't do it for you. You have to do it yourself. Nobody did it for me. They can't. And as most of my life, back when I decorated cakes and ran my bakery, people were like, where did you learn to do this? Self-taught. Actually, God did everything, because I would get through a design and think, how the hell did I just do that? But I did. But everything I did was self-taught. Everything I've done here basically is self-taught. I can help you, but it's for a reason, and I'm okay with that. And I'm not done. 2023, I've got things coming in. I've got shifts and changes that are going to happen. It's going to be awesome. It's going to blow your mind. I cannot wait. But like I said, if you want to get to a better place spiritually and in your life, I can help you get there. But you have to want to get there. And those of us that are there have to stay strong and stay grounded for the rest of them that are going to be waking up. Because we've had some rude awakenings through our process of ascension and our awakening, but the timelines are speeding up. Things are speeding up. What's coming is going to come hard and fast. They're not going to have time to adjust like we did. It's going to be that big boulder, and they're going to smack right into it. And then they're going to go, oh my God, what just happened? And we'll be the ones there with the life jacket or the rescue boat or whatever to help them get through this. But we can't be fighting the current in the process because we'll be worn out. You're not going to be good to anybody if you're worn out and tired. It's like when I went through the academy, they told me, when you run hot, don't try to outrun your siren. Because I can tell you when you flip that switch and that siren goes, your adrenaline starts running. Your foot gets heavy. If you go too fast, you're going to wreck. You're not going to be any good to the person that you're trying to get to save. And that's how this is. You have to take care of you. If you crash in the process, you're not going to be any good to the people that you're trying to help. So I hope this helps. I hope this makes sense. If not, oh well, wouldn't be the first time somebody called me crazy. But at least I'm a happy crazy. And I am happy. I feel richer and wealthier than any amount of money could have. You can't buy this. So anyway, have an amazing, amazing 2023. All I can say is things that I've watched, things that I've seen, things that I've felt being in Aries. And yesterday I did a soul retrieval thing and they said your spirit animal will help you through the process. Well, I've always had a white tiger as my spirit animal. But I thought, you know what? I'm just going to be open to whatever because it changes. Sometimes it'll change. You have multiple spirit animals. And I was quiet, and right in front of me was the biggest, most beautiful bald eagle. And I was like, whoa. Okay. So you take the Aries, the bald eagle, my life path number, which is to 33-6. This year, it's going to be awesome because I'm flying high. I am soaring like nobody's business. And I can help you get there if you want. So again, have an amazing year. I know I am. I'm strapped in because it's going to be a hell of a ride, and it's going to be awesome. So anyway, I love you guys. I really, truly, I can't even explain it. But I hope you have an amazing day, and we will chat soon.